Good morning, students of class 11. It is a poem from the book Hornbill. It is the poem named Childhood, written by Marcus Nathan, an Australian writer, poet who wants to describe about the childhood, how it is lost, where it is lost, when was it lost, the behavior of adults, the behavior of an individualism, the hypocrisy of the adults, as well as some experiences of life. What is the reality and what is the imagination of a child about the adults, and how he can establish his own identity. These are the things that you have already known in the previous videos, but here I would like to discuss some of the question answers that you will know that will really fetch you good marks. So you must watch it very keenly. The question is very clear. What is that question? How does the poem expose man and present him in true colors? As the poet says, childhood symbolizes innocence, purity, softness, and love. As a child grows up, these qualities start receding. What does recede? Innocence, purity, softness, and love recedes. Man adheres to lying, shrewdness, cunningness, and hypocrisy. Means these are the acquired nature of human beings. What are these acquired? These are lying, telling lies, shrewdness means take advantage of the opportunity offered or taken. Cunningness, he knows how to benefit himself just by putting others in danger, it doesn't matter. Hypocrisy, what you speak, do not behave accordingly. Adults preach about truth and honesty. They talk about truth and honesty, but themselves practice hatred and lying. What a contrasting fact is this! The simplicity and honesty of childhood evaporates the moment man crosses the threshold of innocent childhood. Means as soon as he understands the fact what one speaks, as he had first trust but now he does not trust, that really becomes logical, philosophical, as well as practical and reality. So he has doubt, he starts hitting, and in this way he searches where his childhood is gone. Now I would like to tell you about some extra questions of this very poem childhood, and that are the long question answer that you must know how to write it. In order to conclude these things, you must have patience and more understanding level. Write an article in about 150 words about childhood and the purpose of growing up. Here the answer you can write childhood. Any student, suppose you are by Manav Singh, that is an article, that's why it is written. When I was a child, the world seemed to be a place of joy and happiness to me. There was nothing worth worrying about. Wherever I cried, somebody consoled me. When I did not like to sit alone, I was always in somebody's arms. My mother always looked after me. These are my most cherished memories, and I believe that looking at a child playing and enjoying childhood makes me somewhat nostalgic. Childhood is free from cares. There are no duties or responsibilities on the shoulders of a child. A child only eats, drinks, sleeps, and plays. Thus, a child lives in the bliss of ignorance and innocence. As we grow in age, worries about study, choice of profession, shouldering responsibilities, etc., keep haunting us. Tensions, stress, and worries become a part of adult life, and the individual forgets to live a carefree life. Second question: is independent thinking a step towards adulthood? If yes, then how? Explain with reference to the poem Childhood. Or Marcus Nathan, though showing disapproval regarding the behavior of adults, also raises a very important point, that of independent thinking and individuality. Do you agree that independent thinking and individuality make us what we are? Elaborate in the context of the poem Childhood. Answer you can write like this. Of course, independent thinking is a step towards adulthood. As a child, one is not able to make one's own decisions. One's thinking is always influenced and directed by adults. A child is so innocent that it is not able to distinguish between truth and imagination. As a child's thinking is influenced by others, it has no individuality. Moreover, it is prone to manipulations which lead to fickle mindedness. Independent thinking makes us what we are. It shapes our personality, and we are known among people through what our mind thinks and what decisions we take. Later on, if we want to stay away from evil people who try to influence our thoughts for their selfish purposes, then only independent thinking can help us. We cannot claim to be an individual if mind thinks and what decisions we take. If we want to stay away from evil people who try to influence our thoughts for their selfish purposes, then only independent thinking can help us. We cannot claim to be an individual if we cannot take decisions ourselves. So it is the individuality, it shows that how strong we are, how we can just become thoughtful and take a decision that is highly essential for living a successful life. Thank you all of you.